So welcome back. So let's write a program for zip packaging within a D days. Okay. So you have understand the concept. Let me write one class for that. So zip package within D days, right? Let me make it double D days, right? Okay. So let me remind like what we're going to do in this. So I'm going to apply the binary search on the answer space where capacity ranges from max weight to total sum. So for each mid capacity, I'm going to simulate the shipping using a greedy approach. So if it is possible within D days, I will try to minimize the capacity further. Otherwise, I will try to increase the capacity. Okay. So for this, let me create one static method first. Ship within D days, right? And in this I'm going to take two parameters. One is the array, which is the weight of array. So weights and int d. Okay, so first I have to define my search space. So in low, that is equal to, I'm going to get max of it, right? So get max w weights, right? And so it will give me the max element, then int high, that will sum up all the weights, right? Get some weights. Okay, so let me create this method. So if you remember, I have created this some another program also. It was minimum window, no, it was I think Coco Banana was there, right? Yeah, this one. So let me copy this method and I'm going to pass this here. So for this, simply I have to change to this. Okay, and I'll convert to this weights, and so what I'm doing here, I'm just simply going to find out the max element in this given array. So I just copied it, I don't want to write it again. Now let me create one method for this. So now in this, I'm going to calculate the sum in sum that is equal to 0, and now I'm going to use the for loop for each int, right? I'm going to sum it. Okay, and whatever this sum is coming, I'm going to return this sum. So I got the sum also. Okay, let's move now. So now what I'm going to do, I have got my high and low. So now I'm going to calculate my mid. But before that, I have to need one more variable to store my answer. Okay, so answer will be always high, because this is the case where all the item can be shipped in a one day, right? Okay, so now for me, now I'm going to do the binary search to apply on this answer in this search space. So while low is less than or equal to high, and what I'm going to do in this now, let me give some space. Okay, so I'm going to calculate the mid. Int mid equal to low plus high minus low, and divide by 2, right? I got my mate. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to check if this capacity is going to work or not. So I need one method, one helper method, can ship, which is going to take my whole array weight and the D and the current mid. Alright, so let me create this method first. So in this method, what I'm going to do, in this I have to start with the day 1, then I have to keep adding the weights until it is exceeding the capacity, right? So int days, 1 day is the minimum day, so I'm initializing this with 1, and int load, that is equal to initially 0, correct? Now I'm going to use my for loop. So for int w, I'm having all weights, okay, and then I'm going to keep on checking and adding, okay? So if current load plus w is greater than the capacity is here mid, right? So let me rename it, it will be more clear, right? Let me rename it. So I'm copying this capacity here. So if load plus w is greater than capacity, then we are exceeding the capacity, right? So I have to move the item to the next day. So I have to increase the days by 1, and load, I have to give the current weight that is coming, load equal to w. Hope this makes sense. If this is not happening, means it is within the capacity, then what I have to do, I have to simply add this, okay, load plus equal to w, simply. Understood? Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm if adding this particular package is exceeding the capacity, then I'm moving that item to the next day and start a new day with current package, right? Otherwise I'm simply going to add the load, okay. And once this loop is over, what I'm going to do, I'm going to return days less than equal to d, correct? Okay, what was the d small d I have taken? Okay, so this will give me, can this particular iteration, this whole array with this given capacity, can we ship all the weights or not? So this is going to return true or false, okay? So can ship is there. Now if this is true here, then if it is true, then I have to find the smaller capacity, right? Because the quest is to find the smaller capacity. So this is one possible answer, okay, but I have to try the smaller capacity. What I'm going to do for the smaller, I'm going to store this current intermediate result that will be made, okay, and now I'm going to reduce the high to mid -1, okay. So now high equal to, because I need minimum, so and I have to reduce, so high equal to mid -1, right? And if this is not shippable at last, so I'm going to do that. If it is not shippable, means I have to increase the capacity, right? So to increase the capacity, I have to increase from left. So low will become mid +1, right? So this is the logic. This is the same logic that you have written for the previous question as well, and answer will be always whatever we are storing in the answer. So I think we are done with the utility method and the main method, right? So let me write one main method for this now. So in the main method, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give some examples. So let me take int array weights are equal to okay, same example I have taken, and int d that equal to 5, and I'm going to find the result. Int result that is equal to ship with details, and I'm going to pass in this weight and d. Perfect. And simply I'm going to print this, and I'm going to find out the right minimum capacity found, and that is a result. Okay, so this is the program. So let's run this now. So in this we have already run this, right? So let's see what answer is coming. Is saying capacity should be 15, and if you remember we have done this, right, where capacity was coming 15 only. Okay, so let's talk about the complexity of this program. So first of all, we are doing some certain operation, right? So our capacity will become what it would be. Of course, we are using the binaries. It is around n log n only. But what type of operation we are doing on the sum. So whatever sum is coming, where I am calculating here this. So this operation is going to take one time. Okay, so my time complexity will be, let me comment this out. So we are doing two operations. So binary search, where I'm writing the one loop while condition, right? And then inside this while condition I am using one method can ship. Okay, so that is also running one loop which is running on all the whole array, right? So the cost of can ship method is going through the entire array once, right? So for n element it will be order of n. Perfect. And for the binary search, that is doing the run, that is doing on the sum. So sum by the first is running on the sum, then sum by 2, then sum by 4, then sum divided by 8. So in this way it is running, so it will be a log n. So my complexity will be what? N multiply by log sum, right? So it's around n log n only. Okay, so we are so whatever you're doing, we are just guessing the capacity initially, right? Then after each guess we are scanning the full array. So that's why we are doing this. So hope you understand this program and how the logic is working behind the scene. So that's all about this program. Let's see you in the next one. Okay.